Hey, Dr. Josh Widener here with Patient Mastery, and if you are not at $1 million practice yet, I'm gonna show you one thing that'll help you be more efficient and grow, and it kind of has to do with making lunch. Today is my raw day. I read Fit for Life, I think it was big in the 80s, 7 years ago, and just love the concept of 1 day a week, all raw vegetables, fruits. Another day I fast, but just give me an example, lunch, putting this stuff together for a quick lunch. But that's not why you're here. This also has to do with something that came about last week when I was hosting. Inside of Patient Mastery, we have $1 million call every month with certain level practitioners. And the first doc to get on is one of our coaches, Dr. Mark D. in Savannah, Georgia. And I don't recognize his background at all. Where are you? You look like you're in a gym. It turns out he was out to lunch. I'm like, that's random, going out to lunch, middle of a typical practice day. He's at $1 million practice, one of the strongest, biggest practices there is in the country. Out at lunch, he was actually like, there was a wood behind him, it just looked funny. He was waiting for his meal. I think he was by himself, but he was logging on his phone to a Zoom call. And it shows even when he's out to lunch, he's doing something productive on a work day. If you are not at $1 million practice and you are going out to lunch, even just 1 day a week, the amount of time you are wasting. So maybe you have off from 1 to 3, typical chiros schedule. No one needs to take 2 hours for lunch. It takes 15 minutes maybe to eat lunch, but there's a ton of other things you may want to do. Maybe it's a workout. Maybe it's finishing notes. Maybe it's meeting with team. Maybe it's going for a walk and getting some fresh air. Maybe it's doing some meditation. Maybe it's following up with some emails. Maybe it's calling or texting people back. Maybe it's a little 10-15 minutes, get your social media fix. Maybe it's some CEO time working on the practice. But guess what happens when you choose to go out to lunch? You walk to your car, you drive to where you're going, there's traffic and there's lights. You get to the place, you park, you walk in, you wait online, you order, you wait for your food, then you eat. That's the only part where you can do at your office. Then you drive back with lights and traffic and park and walk into your office, and you just wasted probably 45 minutes, where if you had just brought your lunch or paid a few dollars extra and had it dropped off, I get it, you may not make lunch or don't have time in the morning or the night before, no big deal, spend $5 more, get it dropped off by Uber Eats. 45 minutes, once a week, let alone 4 times a week, if you're practicing 4-day weeks, that is a massive amount of time that you are losing or gaining. Losing because you don't realize every minute counts if you want to be successful, super profitable, and get wealthy. And every minute you are not devoting during a normal practice day to practice building time, energy, focus, yourself or with your team, you're losing it. There's probably 96 things I could talk to you about when it comes to increasing collections levels, doubling and getting above the 20, 40, 60, or 84,000 a month mark. But one of them is, if you're going out to lunch during the week, say goodbye to expecting months to go up. It's no different than not getting enough sleep, not working out, not having a front desk CA, not doing team meetings. But sometimes we forget this, and we just throw away 40 minutes of a day in traffic and waiting on lines and waiting for food and coming back from traffic and all of the stuff that you could have been growing yourself and your practice and your team. So just think about it. Even if it's 1 time a week, unnecessary. You're at the $1 million level. You've got a well-oiled machine. You've got associates running the show. Sure, you want to go out for lunch? Go for it. Or maybe be like Dr. Mark and be learning while at lunch. You need help. You need the Patient Mastery Proven Process, one-to-one mentoring, coaching, the finest in the field. Just reach out, patientmastery.com. Choose your best resource for doubling your profits, becoming the go-to chiro with more time off, and loving being in practice. I'll see you there.